Hi, FCST 1020 students. This is Dr. Wheeler. It's Sunday, September the 27th at 7:30 p.m. and we're going to kind of change it up this week. And this screencast is actually going to be a blanket screencast for the next 2 weeks. We're working on resume. This week is going to be you're working on your resume, except I'm doing something a little bit different this week. So I'm going to go in and show you in our LibGuide what I'll be doing. But first of all, I want to reveal the chosen applicants based on the cover letter that you guys created from your journal entries last week, or actually week before last. There are 3 people instead of 2 people. It said I will reveal the 2 chosen to be interviewed based on their cover letter. But this is actually, there are actually 3 people. And I'm sure you can guess which one of them was, because a lot of you voted for this person. And I definitely do not want to butcher your name. But the first person who you voted on, let me see if I'm saying it correctly. It's Unanya Amobi. That is one person that gets to go into the interview based on their cover letter. And might I add that everybody's cover letter was fantastic based on the job description of being a GHC tour guide. I haven't gotten a chance to read your latest cover letters that you uploaded under the challenge, because a lot of you haven't submitted it yet. You still have until midnight tonight. But based on the journal entries, they were absolutely great to read. The other 2, I wanted to say contestants moving on, but the other 2 job applicants moving on are Brendan Skeen. 3 people voted for Brendan, and Maria McSpadden. 3 people voted for Maria. And then we had, I believe, either 9 or 10 for Ifunanya. And if I am saying that incorrectly, please email me and tell me how you pronounce it, because I hate to mispronounce somebody's name. And it's a beautiful name, so I do not want to butcher it. So if I did, I apologize. So we're going to move on to Module 4. Let me click on the LibGuide. Oh, I haven't. Hold on one second, guys. For a moment there it was invisible. I had to go in and open it up. So we started out the first week, or module 1, we started out figuring out what you thought you might want to do career-wise. You took the personality test. Then module number 2, you should be doing every week, and that is setting goals, short-term, long-term goals. You know, you have to get through one class to get to a new one, and you continuously need to update your goals. Module 3 started you out with your cover letter. Okay, you've finished your degree, and now you're moving on to try to find your dream job, and it starts out with a cover letter. And then we're moving on now. Module 4 is the resume, and Module 5 will end up with the interview. So starting off in Module 4, this wasn't meant for you. It was meant for you to see it, just a little short clip of a resume right here. But if you look under this first step, it says in Module 1 you decided on what career may interest you. Module 2 showed you how to stick to it and complete your goals. And then creating the perfect cover letter was the theme for Module 3. Now it's time to complement your cover letter with a perfect resume. The video under Step 2, under Week 1, Why Do I Need a Resume, will explain why you need a resume. Because when you have 50 applicants or 100 applicants, you've got to weed them out somehow. The cover letter may be the first thing that they see. Maybe they don't read your cover letter, maybe they read your resume. That's why it's important that both are equally as wonderful. I know I'm director of FCST. I sometimes get 200 job applicants just for one position, and I have to go. They don't have to submit a cover letter with their job application. I have to go from their resume, and I weed a lot of them out. I immediately look to what kind of experience they have. That's the one thing I want to know is what experience they have. So look under step 2. Then step 3, these are phenomenal links. These are 100 great resume words. Save this link forever and ever, and I hope they keep it forever and ever. They're fantastic. Verb tense in resume. In a resume, it's going to tell you what verb tenses to use and what verb tenses not to use. You never refer to yourself as I or me in your resume. This resume template link, there are, I think, if my memory serves me correctly, there are like 20 or 30 templates on here for you to choose from. And then this last link is Transform Your Resume. I really like this link as well. Step 4, always proof your resume. This is absolutely hilarious. They're funny mistakes that people make. Most of them are typos. A lot of them, you're going to shake your head and say, I can't believe somebody actually put that in their resume. But this is a short little clip, and it's not just for hilarity. It's not just to make you laugh, but it's to show you, I better watch what I say in my resume. Now for the end of week 1, you are going to do a journal entry. But let me back up. You're going to start to write your resume based on the videos under week 1. You're going to create a resume based on your current experience, include all of your education from high school forward, your job experience, any job you've ever had. If it's babysitting, doing landscape work for your uncle, anything that you've done, you need to write it down. Any awards that you received in high school, anything that you've created, and I'll talk about that in just a second. All of your computer experience, all of it, all of your computer experience. Follow the guidelines. This says from week 4, from module 4, week 1 readings. You will upload your resume under Challenge 4 Dropbox by Sunday, October the 4th. So a week from today, you'll upload your resume. You're not through yet for this week. Under Journal Entry 4, you're going to write a brief paragraph, just maybe one paragraph, explain the hardest part of writing your resume. And then you might want to give a couple of tips to writing a good resume. You're not going to be able to read each other's resume because they'll have personal information on it, and I thought that might be too personal. But maybe give your classmates some tips on maybe something you found on the internet that helped you, or something that you've done to make it easier to write your resume. I will suggest corrections for your resume. I'm going to start reading them next week, probably Tuesday. Once everybody gets it turned in on Sunday, I'm going to start reading your resume, and I'm going to start putting in suggestions under the comment box. You'll get credit for turning it in the first time in your journal entry, because if you do not submit the journal entry 4 and the resume under Challenge 4, you won't get the full 100 points. So you have to complete both of those. I will put a comment in the Dropbox and tell you what corrections you need to make to your resume. Save it somewhere to a flash drive, a disk, somewhere where it will never be lost. Guys, there's no need to reinvent the wheel every time you apply for a job. You're doing this resume for this class. Make it count. Use this resume for life and just keep adapting it. There's no reason to create another resume. Make this one rock, and then you can use it for everything. If you already have a resume, I don't mind you using it, but I want you to update it based on all the videos that you've watched this week. There may be something you're missing out there, and I want to know what it is. For Journal Entry 4, you're going to answer this one question: what's the hardest part of writing your resume? Please give advice and tips to your classmates. And watch this again, guys. First, submit your resume under Dropbox Challenge 4. Then under discussions, you're going to answer this question right here. What's the hardest part of writing your resume? You're going to respond to 2 students. All this by next Sunday. And remember, you have to complete both in order to receive full credit. Now, I said I was going to do both weeks. This is double duty. So the next week, and you can watch all of this now if you want to. I have no problem with it. These are student resume no-nos. You need to watch it. You really need to watch it. And I found this video, and I find this fascinating because Mark Zuckerberg is worth about $39 billion. And I know everybody's probably heard of him. He invented Facebook while he was at Harvard, just messing around with a program, trying to find ways for other people to meet each other. And he came up with Facebook. Well, before he started Facebook, he did other things. He came up with other software programs. He came up with a couple of apps. Watch this video. If Mark Zuckerberg had a resume, what would it look like? My point to this is, even if you've done something really big, write down the smaller things as well. Even though Mark Zuckerberg invented Facebook, he can also include all the apps that he created, not that he will need to. But take a look at his resume. He includes, this person that created this resume included everything in it. So even though you're doing great things now, include the things that led up to it in your resume. While you're writing it, Purdue Al from Purdue University, anything, guys, for your English classes, biology, anything, all your writing needs, if it's APA style, MLA, Chicago style, Purdue Al will tell you how to write it. You don't just need to use it for the resume workshop. You can use Purdue Al for everything. It will tell you how to cite things with multiple sources, how to cite web pages that have no author. I can go on and on. I should have included the website in here for Purdue Al. That's my bad. But you can get to it by going to the resume workshop. Click on this link right here to get to the resume workshop. It'll tell you everything there is to know about a resume. And then I want you to click on this PowerPoint that's in the Purdue Al and watch this PowerPoint, and it will walk you through creating a resume. Last but not least, the one thing that can undo a fantastic cover letter or resume, if you watch this, it's going to tell you about how more employers now are going to Facebook to check out their job applicants. And if they find your Facebook page, they may or may not find, I put in parentheses or in quotes, fun pictures. Fun pictures may be you drinking, it may have foul language, you may be affiliated with an organization that they do not want their job, their employees to be affiliated with. Watch out with your Facebook page. Everybody and anybody can look at it. When I taught second grade, we almost fired the art teacher over her MySpace page because of a picture that she was half dressed in. She got to keep her job, but it was an ugly scene. So be careful with Instagram and Facebook. Last but not least, Challenge 4 will actually be due October 11th. And I'm saying Challenge 4 over here under Week 1 and Challenge 4 under Week 2. Don't get confused. This is where you're resubmitting your resume again based on the comments that I put under the first time you submitted under Challenge 4. So once you submit this week, October the 4th, I'll read your resume. I'll put in the comment box any corrections you need to make. You will make the corrections, and you will resubmit it again on October the 11th under Challenge 4. One last thing, do not cut and paste anything. This needs to be your original resume. Email me with questions at kwheeler.edu. Have a phenomenal week. I'll check in with you during the 2-week period. Have a great week.